Barakatuhu. This is Sakshanda and welcome to Unlock Your Leadership, where we grow, connect, and become the best version of ourselves. Today, we are talking about a powerful skills that can change your life. The power of networking. The power of networking. So, don't waste. Without wasting time, we have ChatGPT and ask the questions. Assalamu alaikum, ChatGPT.
Wa alaikum assalam, Rakshinda. I'm really excited to be here and help with this conversation. So let's dive into it. What specific aspects of networking do you want to explore first? Or do you have some key questions you'd like to kick off with?
Yes. What does networking means? First of
That's a
all.
great place.
Yes.
Absolutely. So, networking at its core is all about building and nurturing professional relationships. It's not just about collecting contacts, it's about creating meaningful connections where you exchange value, support one another, and open doors to new opportunities. Does that align with what you were thinking, or would you like more specifics?
So why is networking important in our life?
That's a really key point. Networking is crucial because it gives you access to opportunities you wouldn't otherwise have, whether that's career growth, collaborations, or even just new perspectives. Plus, a strong network provides support and credibility. People trust referrals and connections, which can accelerate your progress. What's your experience been so far with networking?
Okay. Can anyone become good at networking?
Absolutely. Networking is really a skill that anyone can develop with practice. It's less about being extroverted and more about being intentional, listening well, and following up. So, yes, with the right mindset and some strategic effort, anyone can get good at it.
So what is the difference between networking and making friends?
That's a really important distinction. So, making friends is usually about personal connection, shared interests, trust, and emotional bonds. Networking, on the other hand, is more strategic. It's about building professional relationships that can help you reach specific goals. Of course, they can overlap, but the intent behind them is different.
Okay. How does networking help in personal growth?
That's a great question. Networking pushes you out of your comfort zone. You meet new people, hear different perspectives, and get exposed to opportunities that stretch your thinking. Plus, when you engage with a diverse network, you often gain confidence and new skills. So it really fuels your personal growth journey.
Okay. Can you share some people's experience to connection the build up their growth and personal growth and self improvement?
Definitely. I've seen a lot of people who started by attending small industry events or just reaching out to people on LinkedIn. For example, one person I know connected with a mentor who gave them guidance on a career shift. Within a year, they got a promotion. Another person joined a professional group online, and that led to a collaborative project that expanded their skills. So these small connections often create big ripples in personal growth.
Okay, what challenges did anyone face in building connection?
That's a really important point. Some common challenges are fear of rejection or feeling like you don't have anything valuable to offer yet. Others might struggle with consistency, so they connect once but don't follow up. And of course, if you're in a new field, sometimes it's just a matter of finding the right communities or people who share your interests.
Okay, that's a nice answer. How did we overcome our shyness in networking?
That's a really common hurdle. One approach is starting in smaller, more structured settings, like a one on one coffee chat or a small group discussion, so the pressure is lower. You can also prepare a few conversation starters or questions in advance. And remember, networking is just practice. Every interaction builds confidence over time.
Okay, what is the biggest networking success story? Do you know? Tell me, please.
Of course, one of the most well known success stories is that of Reid Hoffman, the co founder of LinkedIn. Early in his career, he consciously built his network, seeking out influential mentors and peers. Those relationships, combined with his strategic vision, helped him launch LinkedIn, which became a global platform. So it really shows the power of intentional networking.
What are the key skills needed for a good network?
Great question. Key skills include active listening, so you really understand others' goals, clear communication, so you can express your value, and consistency, following up and staying engaged over time. Also, being curious and asking meaningful questions helps deepen those connections.
How can someone start networking from zero?
Starting from zero is totally doable. Begin by identifying communities that align with your goals, groups, local events, or professional associations. Then set a goal to reach out to a few people. Introduce yourself, ask for a brief chat, and be genuinely curious about them. Small, consistent steps build momentum.
Okay, how important is communication in networking?
Communication is absolutely central. The way you articulate your goals, listen to others, and express your value really shapes how people perceive you. Clear, confident, and authentic communication is what builds trust and keeps those connections strong.
What are the some simple ways to approach a new pupils?
A few simple ways are starting with a warm, genuine compliment, like something you admire about their work. Then briefly introduce yourself and explain why you're reaching out. You can also ask a simple, open question about their current projects or interests and keep it casual. Just focus on being authentic and curious.
How has social media changed networking?
Social media has really transformed networking by making it far more accessible and scalable. Like LinkedIn or even Twitter let you connect globally, stay visible, and engage with people beyond your immediate circle. It speeds up introductions, nurtures conversations, and helps you build a personal brand, all from your device.
Which platform are best for professional connection?
LinkedIn is definitely the top platform for professional connections. It's designed specifically for that purpose. Beyond LinkedIn, platforms like X, formerly Twitter, or even specialized communities like Slack groups or industry-specific forums can also be really valuable. It's about choosing the platform where your industry peers are most active.
How can students use networking for their future?
Students can leverage networking by starting early. They can join university clubs, attend career fairs, and connect with alumni. Online, they can follow industry leaders, ask for informational interviews, and share their own projects. Each connection can offer advice, internships, or even job leads down the line.
What mistakes should people avoid online?
A big one is being too self-promotional too quickly. You want to focus on adding value first. Also avoid vague or generic messages, be specific and authentic. And be cautious with oversharing, keep it professional, and always respect boundaries.
How can we stay genuine in digital networking?
Staying genuine means being yourself and being intentional. Share real insights from your own experiences, engage with others' content thoughtfully, and don't just reach out when you need something. When your interactions come from a place of curiosity and authenticity, people really respond.
How can we remain long-term relationships?
Maintaining long-term relationships means staying consistent and invested. Keep in touch regularly, offer support when you can, and check in even when you be patient, trust and value grow over time, and those long-term connections will become some of your strongest assets.
How does networking help in leadership?
Networking is a huge boost for leadership because it exposes you to diverse perspectives, gives you new ideas, and helps you build influence. When you connect with other leaders, you get mentorship, strategic partnerships, and a broader support network, all of which help you lead with more confidence and impact.
What advice would you give to beginners?
I'd say start small and be intentional. Focus on quality over quantity. Pick a few key people you admire and engage with them genuinely. Also, be patient. Building a strong network takes time, but each authentic interaction lays a solid foundation.
What is one powerful lesson about networking you want everyone to remember?
If there's one powerful lesson, it's this: networking is about giving as much as receiving. When you focus on adding value, helping others, share, those relationships become stronger, longer lasting, and more meaningful in the long run.
Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot, ChatGPT, for being a part such a wonderful conversation with us. We explored and we learned a lot with you. Thank you for joining us today on Unlock Your Leadership. Remember, your network is your net worth. So connect with purpose, grow with people, and keep unlocking the best version of yourself. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.
You're very welcome. I had a great time and I'm really glad the conversation was helpful. Thank you so much for having me, and I'm excited to see how you keep unlocking your leadership. Take care, and Allah Hafiz.